Well, the key Hamas leader is blaming Israel and the US for stalling the hostage ceasefire talks, saying there is, quote, no point in continuing negotiations amid the starvation crisis in Gaza. Sunday's statement comes after the US and Israel's withdrawal from the talks in Doha. The families of Israeli hostages are calling on President Trump to intervene to bring their loved ones home. And the family of one of those hostages gave CNN this Hamas propaganda video that features their son. Evyatar David was kidnapped at the Nova Music Festival during the October 7th attacks. This video is the last time he was seen by them. Well, Ilay David joins us now from Jerusalem. His brother Evyatar was kidnapped from the Nova Music Festival during those attacks. We appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So can you tell us about your brother, what kind of person he is, what you miss most about him?
Sure. Evyatar is the most calm person I know. He's the kindest soul I know. He has the spirit of a musician, plays the guitar since he's very young, and we used to play music together every week. And he's my younger brother, and it was our bond, our connection. It was all about music. I was playing the piano and he was playing the guitar, and we were singing together. And I know it gives me strength to keep on moving and manifesting this moment when I see him again, when we play music again. And I know that for him, in this dungeon he's right now, I believe he manifests the same thing.
And can I ask you if you've heard from Israeli authorities about any other signs of life? Because I know you obviously saw him in that horrific propaganda video. Have you heard anything since?
So this propaganda video took place 5 months ago, and they showed Evyatar, they showed his friend Guy being out of the tunnel. They were forced to watch as their friends being released on stage, on Hamas stage. And that's the kind of emotional and mental torture that they have to endure every day. And since then, all we've heard is the evidence, the testimonies of two hostages that stayed with Evyatar for almost 500 days in captivity, which are a year and 4 months. And they told us about a small, narrow place, 100 feet underground, a terror tunnel without any place to move, with barely enough food to preserve them alive, no stimulus, and constant torture by their captors. And somehow they have to endure that. Somehow they manage to live. Somehow they manage to believe that eventually they're going to be okay.
And of course, we've seen over the past several months families of hostages protesting, demanding a ceasefire, demanding more government action. Do you believe Prime Minister Netanyahu is doing enough? Has he made your brother and the other hostages a true priority?
I believe that the hostages are a top priority. I think the strategy just isn't good enough. That's why the hostages are not here yet. I think there is Hamas to blame a lot. There's a reason they stepped out of the negotiations recently, and we have to make sure, as Western countries, as Western world, we have to make sure Hamas has all the pressure on it, not only military-wise, but also diplomatically wise and economically wise. We have to make sure Hamas begs for a deal eventually, because right now, not only my brother is a hostage in their cruel hands, but also his own people, the Gazans. So we have to make sure they beg for a deal.
Yeah, and of course, we're seeing those images of people in Gaza, knowing that the Israeli government has restricted humanitarian aid because of concerns that Hamas is stealing supplies. But we had a recent US investigation find no evidence of widespread theft, and aid workers say people in Gaza are starving. If you had your chance to speak directly to the leaders of Israel and the United States, what would you want them to hear from you as a brother of a hostage?
I want them to know that my brother is a young man, 24-year-old young man, was kidnapped when he was 22. He was kidnapped from a music festival. He was a civilian having fun, and he has dreams, he has hopes, he has a family, and I will do anything it takes to bring alive my brother, bring him back alive on his feet. Evyatar wants to travel to the Far East, to Thailand and to Japan, and he wants to learn music production. That's his dream, and I know he will do it. And we have to make sure that there is a deal that have all the hostages in it, all 50 of them together without any separation. That's what we need right now.
Ilay David, we wish you all the best, you and all the families that are in a similar position. We hope Evyatar is home soon. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.